And we're back. Okay. Hi, everyone. All right. Okay, that's done. Okay. Where is my Wii, actually? So I can get this ready and up. Doot. Jaxir is deemed first. Just for real, for real. Dolphin. And then game. You caught a bubble slime. There we are. Okay. Where did I put this? Give me a moment. I have to Bluetooth connect my Wiimote. Is this connected? It's connected! Okay. Also, the stream title, the stream for YouTube will be scuffed because I actually don't have I didn't have time to set things up. So it's just gonna be how you do. Where is my where did I put my motion sensor? There it is. Let me get this facing me. Ah. Okay. I have. Oh, my motion sensor's not connected. Oopsie does. And then. There we are. Okay, let me shift this over a bit. Alright, welcome, everyone, to Trauma Center. I've been given permission to restart this game. Why is my why is this not work? I was able to select. Why isn't it? Let me restart this. My buttons weren't working. As the sound of me tapping this. Also, I'm like playing a little bit far back because I need okay, so my tracking works. The buttons don't. Let me fix my controllers. Oh, this is gonna be scuff. Don't disconnect. Okay, fixed it. For some reason, it just was not registering my Wiimote. And so this, okay, I will be honest. This is an emulator. However, I'm working with actual Wiimotes. Like, I'm actually using a Wiimote and nunchuck here. This is Hope Hospital. Since its inception, Hope has several... more reading. This is a visual novel, by the way. Since its inception, Hope has selflessly served the community. One of the newest doctors here is still in need of guidance, but he strived to improve out of an earnest desire to help people. Dr. Derek Stiles will soon come to realize his full potential. A new episode is available. You may now continue the storyline. You can do all that. Some of you have seen the gameplays. There is, like, the ones me and my brother did. And my Wiimote's not working again. Let me put new batteries in this thing. There's a reason I have a battery pack readily available next to me just in case. Get that Bluetooth connected. There we are. It probably was out of batteries and just like it could track, but it could not press buttons. Hope Hospital, consultation room. A patient has been moved to pre-op area. Mary Fulton, age 39, Hope Hospital's veteran surgical assistant. She's kind and well-liked, so nobody mentions she tends to ramble too much. The injury is located on his forearm, and he's still fully conscious. We should be receiving blood test results from the anytime minute now. It looks worse than it is. He's not in any real danger. You might say he got lucky. Dr. Greg Castle, the head of Hope Hospital's surgical department. He's not easily rattled, but he's strict and expects perfection from his subordinates. You'll be operating, Derek. I will? Derek Stiles, age 26, an inexperienced surgeon and the story's main character. He just completed his residency and accepted a position at Hope Hospital. I was just about to start my round, so... Worry about that later. You're not an intern anymore. Hurry up and prep for the OR. This is a simple extraction procedure. There's nothing to worry about. Just take your time, stay calm, and keep it steady. You should be able to handle this on your own by now. Name, Turk Kevin. Height, 73 8 inches. Weight, 165.4 pounds. Lacerations and foreign objects in the upper right brachium. Requires removal of the foreign objects and suturing of any wounds. Let's begin the debriefing. Our patient, Kevin Turk, just arrived in an ambulance. He lost control of his motorcycle and crashed through a glass door. He received a number of lacerations which have begun to hemorrhage. There are glass fragments lodged there in his right forearm. A cosmetic surgeon is now at a medical society meeting, but you should be able to handle the stitching. It's pretty straightforward. There are two main objectives in this operation. Suture any lacerations, extract fragments of glass from underneath the patient's skin, be thorough, and try to best not leave any scars. Okay, let's begin the operation. Hopefully my microphone doesn't block You can tell I do not have very steady hands. I'm sorry, everyone. Goop, goop. In the past, your ointments were just gimmicks and scams, but somebody finally created a real one. Okay, sure me talking so much. Let's continue. Some glass shards are embedded in the patient a bit well. We need to extract those. Make an incision in his upper epithelium. Don't forget to disinfect the area.
Let's move on. Remember to be careful.
I won't be reading in the actual surgeries because I'm focusing on game. I can't let them get infected. Oh.
Treatment complete.
It's gotta...
Dr. Stiles. Let's move on.
Oh, so if you if you want a game like this that's going to come out in the new century, I recommend checking out Cutting Edge: Roots of Mutation, because that's exactly what this game is what that game's based off of. Wait, no, other way around. Anyway. Hey, your cat's going quickly. That wasn't so hard, was it? I could have done it without my lovely assistant. I can definitely see improvement, but floating is everything. Seriously though, keep practicing and you'll do just fine. Start this episode? Yes. Something from the MRI, the tumor is isolated in his stomach. It's benign, but you should be prepared for anything. Any question, Dr. Styles? Yes, hold on. Uh-oh. I'm dropping my remotes. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure everything's working correctly. This is what happens when you try to turn on a different stream, but at the same time as another one. Yeah, I'm fine anyways. Thanks for anyways. I'm fine anyways. Thanks anyways. Are you even listening? I know you're stressed, but this so happens to be your job. Are you getting enough sleep? You need at least 6 hours a night. I'm sure they went over that in med school. These patients are depending on you. Derek, don't forget our follow-up appointment. Mitch Jenkins this afternoon. Have you read the report? I haven't, actually. You need to shape up. This is real life. We aren't playing games. You've been here 3 years, Derek. We sure still have to babysit you. This might be grounds to open an investigation. The impaired medical and social development of Dr. Derek Styles. Harsh. Cut me some slack, Mary. You're not a resident anymore, Styles. You know that. By the way, Mary, I spoke with Dr. Hoffman. Thank you very much. Wait, you spoke with the director? About what? Don't worry, it's none of your business. It's a personal matter. Forget I ever mentioned it. Are you going on vacation or something? I wouldn't mind a nice long cruise myself, lounging in the sun, the sea stretching. Okay, that's enough. We have an operation to perform. Name, Noah Laurie. Height, 70 inches and 70 inches. It's correct. Weight, 151.7 pounds. Tumor confirmed at the surface of the stomach. It should be removed before it becomes malignant. Today we need to excise the tumor in the patient's distal stomach. 2 years ago, tests indicated that it was small and benign. However, it's grown rapidly and started to hemorrhage. At this rate, it might become malignant. After talking with Mr. Laurie, we've decided to remove it. There's one objective in this operation. Excise and remove the tumor in the patient's distal stomach. That is all. But you'll need to remove the tumor using the powerful method procedure. First, drain the tumor's cytoplasm to increase its size. Then, once you excise it, the cells can't metastasize, resulting in a smaller incision. There seems to be a trend towards this type of removal. It's a good idea for you to learn it. Now, begin the operation. Stay calm and keep steady. Hold on.
Starting the operation.
Understood. Let's begin the operation. All right. This will be La Property. You have to open it. You've done this before. There's no reason to be anxious. Disinfect. Oops. It looks like my microphone is in fact going to block it.
Dr. Styles.
We're going to treat a tumor, but his vitals are dropping. You'll need to use a syringe.
That's good. Dr. Styles.
Vitals are stabilized. Now we can begin. At first glance, it appears that nothing is wrong. However, yesterday's test revealed something in the patient's lower stomach. We need to use the ultrasound.
Doctor? Let's move on. Dr. Styles.
Got it.
Keep it.
Suck.
That's good. You did very well.
Grab.
That's good.
Removing. Remember, the term is the only beginning. You need to apply synthetic membrane to stop the bleeding. Grab a oh, sorry.
Treatment complete.
Try not to drop any towels in the patient's caviar. Or cavity. Perfect. Got it. Rub this in.
Good job, Dr. Styles.
You can relax now, Dr. Styles. The operation is complete. Operations. Rookie Dr. C. No! No, I'm the rookie. Nice work, Derek. You really took your time and did things right. Just remember that the patient's safety always comes first. You're getting better every day. Keep up the good work. All of these are going to be tutorial operations until you get your entire toolkit. Episode number 3, A Farewell. Hope Hospital, Nurses Station. And so, since my husband's been relocated to a different office, I'll be leaving Hope Hospital, effective immediately. I'm really going to miss this place and all the friends I made here. But I promise to continue my work as a nurse wherever life takes me. You all taught me that nothing is more satisfying than helping patients. It was a pleasure to have you on staff, Mary. Good luck with the new job. I can't believe you're leaving. This is all so sudden. How are you going to get by without her, Derek? Actually, Derek's the one reason I was a little hesitant to leave. I even spoke with my husband about it. I told him there's a kid here who depends on me. He asked me how long I've been working pediatrics. Oh, come on, I'm not that bad. Is Nurse Fulton still here? Oh, hello, Dr. Hoffman. I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Robert Hoffman, age 62, is director and founder of Hope Hospital. He used to be a renowned surgeon, but then retired to work in management. No, of course not. I came to say goodbye since I won't be around tomorrow. Thank you for many years of dedicated service. You're a fantastic nurse, probably our best. On behalf of our entire staff, I'd like to say thank you. Oh, my shoulders are stiff. Oh, sir, the pleasure was all mine. I was sure some way I could thank you for this opportunity. Well, you're not going to stop nursing, are you? If you continue to help people, that would be thanks enough. Of course, sir. Helping people is my life. It's just, I wish I could stay and learn from you a little longer. Don't be modest. You already know everything I could teach you. I'm afraid Dr. Castle surpassed me as a surgeon long ago. Dr. Hoffman. Good luck with your new job. Don't be a stranger, all right? At any rate, I have other matters to attend to, if you'll excuse me. Wish I could have seen Dr. Hoffman in action more often. But he hasn't performed any operations since that incident. Derek, let's discuss the next patient. Yes, sir. That's when we last my procedure at home. Don't let me down, Derek. Neil Spence. Height, 68.5 inches. Weight, 183.4 pounds. Multiple tumors confirmed in pancreas. They may lead to a loss of stamina, so immediate removal is highly recommended. Yesterday's procedure went very smoothly. I want you to handle Mr. Spence's operation today. It's another tumor excision. Just be careful. There's more than one this time. Make sure you don't miss any. That's the last time I'll be assisting you, Dr. Styles. If you handle this operation, I'll feel much better about leaving. Oh, I didn't mean to upset you. But wake up, Dr. Styles. The only person you should be thinking about during any operation is the patient. Do you understand? Yes, ma'am. Let's review the main objective of today's operation. Excise and remove all tumors from the patient's pancreas. Now think back to today's procedure and begin.
Starting the operation.
Here goes. Let's begin the operation. All right.
Let's begin.
So goop.
Good luck.
I would like my arms
Let's move
outstretched. And tumors have been identified in the pancreas. Use the ultrasound.
on. Just 2 more. 1 more left. Dr. Stiles,
Whoop, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, I'm trying. Okay. Please. I'm trying to work with a microphone in my way.
you did very well.
Can I?
See? It's simple.
Anti-sound tumors were found in our test. Let me see if I can't get that out of the way there. You seem really focused today. Guess my work here is done.
Well done.
I think we can both relax now. You're doing great. I know I'm doing good. I had to fight a microphone. Operation Master Surgeon, S rank. Great job, Derek. It looks like I have nothing to worry about. You're going to make an excellent surgeon. Please continue using your abilities to help the people of Angeles Bay. Nurse Angie. And so we all felt you deserved a special gift of appreciation. Thank you for 18 years of dedicated service, Miss Fulton. I don't really know what to say. I'm a little embarrassed. Mrs. Fulton was more than a great nurse. She looked after us as well. She will be missed. I'm sure you're not glad to be free of my nagging? What are you talking about? I'm just worried Derek's going to start coming to work late again. You're the one who kept him in line, Mary. Oh, jeez, I'm standing right here, guys. You don't need to worry. I'll be fine without Mary's help. I may be young, but I'm still a doctor. That's good to hear. So no more sobbing phone calls from you, huh? What? I wasn't crying. I'm just teasing, Derek. You've grown so much since you joined us, and I'm proud of you. Work hard, and you'll surpass even Dr. Castle one day. Don't forget that I believe in you. She isn't here yet? Is something wrong? They must be talking about my replacement. Since I'm leaving, you're going to need a new assistant. I was supposed to train her this afternoon, but HR assured me she's very reliable. I hope everything's okay. Sorry I'm late. I'm actually upset the new nurse. I'll be starting here tomorrow. That voice returns. It's very nice to meet you. Wow, she's a nurse and she's a little too... What's that now? What? No, nothing. Pardon me. On the way here, I saw a man get hit by a car as he was crossing the street. I took him to a nearby clinic and stayed there until they transferred him to St. Francis Hospital. Of course, the paperwork took forever to fill out, so yeah. Sounds like you had a rough morning. Well, don't you worry about being late. I completely understand. Excuse me, has Miss Thompson arrived yet? There's someone on the line from St. Francis Hospital. Yes, ma'am, about the patient. Please excuse me. She certainly is something else. Looks like I'm leaving you in capable hands. What do you think, Derek? Good morning. Hello, Dr. Stiles. You're supposed to be here 15 minutes ago. The patient should have to wait just because you're behind schedule. I'm sorry? Anyway, I'll call in the first one. Man, she's strict. Please have a seat, Mr. Cox.
Yo, Doc.
During today's surgery, we'll be removing a polyp from your throat. How are you feeling? It's important for us to know any changes to your condition. There could be problems if anything unexpected happens.
I don't know. I'm fine, I guess. I really don't know.
Huh?
It's just not fair, you know. I spend years working part-time, keeping the dream alive. Now we finally had a contract with a big-time record producer. And my throat's screwed up, so what? If something goes wrong, I wasted my life? I have to work retail till I die because of this stupid polyp thing? Just try to relax. We're hoping for the best. Oh yeah, hoping, huh? That's clearly all it takes, right? Hope, not practice, not discipline. If you get by on hope, I would have a record deal years ago. Maybe Dad was right. I was too stupid to think I could be a rock star. Come on, try to stay positive. You're gonna be fine, really. Sorry, Dex, Nate, Tisha. You guys front the money. I just ended up laying you down. I don't think I'll be able to pay it back.
I need to take your blood pressure, Mr. Cox. This way, please.
Yeah, whatever.
Why didn't you just tell him everything would be fine?
Wait, what?
Don't you even read your own notes? You knew he was nervous about this. Our job is more important than just treating illnesses. Proper bedside manners an essential element in patient recovery. Things you say directly affect these people's attitudes. Don't you get it?
Yeah, I do.
I hope you handle things more appropriately during this afternoon.
Yeah.
Cox Elliott. Height, 74.9 inches. Weight, 190.1 pounds. Polyp cluster confirmed in the trachea. Due to internal hemorrhaging, a hemostatic laser procedure is necessary. We should start the briefing. Let's review today's patient, Mr. Cox. He started feeling pain at the throat about a month ago. He's been coughing up blood since then and now has trouble breathing. Since Mr. Cox is a rock singer, it's likely that a polyp has developed due to strained bronchial tubes. Obviously, it has started to hemorrhage. We attempted to treat it with a nebulizer, but his condition is getting worse. If nothing's life-threatening, but considering the patient's career, it's serious enough to warrant surgical intervention. It's still possible for him to fully recover. What's your vision, Dr. Castle?
That sounds like a good plan.
Are you ready, Dr. Styles? This operation has 3 objectives. Drain the overflowing blood, locate the source of the patient's distress, use the laser to remove it. This is a delicate operation, so we need to use the magnification tool. I'm not going to be able to watch, but I'm keeping the stream open. Friend wants to play Final Fantasy 14. Also, hey! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. That your friend, I love them. Even though I don't know who they are, but they're your friend, I love them. Remember, this is the patient's live alert, so tread carefully.
Nice work, Angie. Derek, good luck.
Okay, let's begin the operation. I forgot to get a drink of water before I did this.
Dr. Styles?
The outer membrane of the trachea has started to hemorrhage. That should be our focal point. It's hard to see the affected areas, and we need to magnify it.
Use the
Like the-
magnification.
Select area.
There.
Once you're finished working in affected areas, simply return to non-magnified view. Keep these options in your mind as you set the best angle for a given task.
There.
The source of the link seems to be a small group of polyps. There's no way we excise them. They're far too small. Use the laser. It's...
Styles?
The laser will continue to burn tissue as long as you have activate. Applying it for extended period of time will cause additional bleeding. Please be careful and only apply the laser precisely where necessary.
Dr. Styles?
I don't think it's possible to remove away polyps without damaging nearby tissue. The capillaries and trachea's outer membrane are damaged and have caused further bleeding. You're going to need to adjust the procedure accordingly. You need to apply antibiotic gel immediately after using the laser. If the blood starts to collect, drain it quickly to maintain visibility.
Removal complete.
All the polyps have been removed. Could have gone better, but I guess not too bad. There we go. more polyps.
Proceed as normal.
After the Ogre, please continue to shape in.
There we go.
Treatment complete. Almost done.
Let's close up the patient.
Oh. Oh, God. Doing her voice hurts. Because I haven't done it in a while, so I'm not
Doctor.
in good practice.
So I've really been assigned to this inexperienced slacker? Oh, that's a good job, Dr. Styles.
God. You know, I would love to, I would love to have my brother back on this, but it's hard to schedule him and work with my current schedule, so expect less brother streams. Also, I also would love appreciating if just like games where it's a visual novel, doing a lot of I try to do a voice for every character, and it hurts. I put my body on the line for your entertainment. Well, Mixed Cox. Yeah. Well, Mixed Cox, your operation was a complete success. Don't try to speak yet. Your throat needs rested for a few days. No worries, though. A week from now, you'll be belling out power ballads good as new. Speaking of which, how about a couple of tickets to your next concert? Chapter 6. A Real Doctor. Thank you so much, Doctor. Take care now. Maybe I should read it. Maybe since he's American, I should just do my normal voice. But that looks like our last walk-in for today. Angie, let's start our pre-op at around 1 o'clock, okay?
Don't you think we should have examined more carefully? There are signs of cyanosis which could indicate asthma. If that's the case, he needs to see a physician right now, eh?
Really? I didn't think it looked like anything serious.
You need to start acting like a real doctor, Mr. Styles.
You're overreacting. I'm sure he'll be fine. Name, Sean West. Height, 71.3 inches. Weight, 163.4 pounds. Multiple tumors confirmed in the small intestine, resulting in several other inflammations. Immediate removal is required.
Since Dr. Castle is at a conference, I'll be briefing you today.
I think you'd be briefing me if anyone was here.
We're extracting a stage 1 tumor from the patient's small intestine.
So if we take it out, he should be fully recovered?
However, his blood results were unusual.
We can ask Dr. Castle about that once he gets back. As long as I extract the tumor, the patient should be fine.
That's technically correct, but
I'm pretty confident about this. I've extracted tumors several times already. This'll be a snap.
okay, keep the 2 operation effectives in mind then. Treat the inflamed epithelium in the small intestine. Excise and remove all tumors in the area. If you're ready, let's begin.
Let's begin the operation.
Let's begin.
Slowly now. Oh, that's a lot.
The entire intestinal membrane is inflamed. What's going on? The only small intestine should be affected. Act like the
Let's continue the operation. These symptoms aren't...
In that case, perfume tumor excision.
Let's get all these big ones out of the way.
Proceed as normal. Proceed as normal.
Got it. I'm proceeding as normal. That should be good. Let's remove some of these smaller guys so his life doesn't drain too fast. Perfect, perfect. Easy does it.
Dr. Styles?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
We got it.
His vitals aren't stabilizing. There must be something else. The patient's vitals usually don't stabilize right after the operation. But we need to at least check his blood test results. Okay, what would you suggest? Try using the ultrasound again, just to be safe.
Doctor,
I don't see anything, Angie. I was certain. Sorry about second guessing you, Doctor. Don't worry. We're still both learning from experience, right? I guess.
there.
Easy does it. And bandage.
Good work, Doctor.
We're finished, Dr. Styles. Results. B rank. I was going a little bit too slow because I have unsteady hands. Dr. Styles. Oh, hey, Angie. Thanks for your help in there. I'd like to have a word with you about that last operation. Was there something wrong with my bedside manner? No, it's about the patient, actually. His white blood cell and globulin counts are rising rapidly. I also noticed inflammation along with the patient's peritoneum. We should re-examine him immediately and consult his regular doctor. I agree with you, but I'm afraid you'll have to wait until tomorrow. I'm supposed to help with the next symposium, so I'm meeting with some doctors from St. Francis to help learn the ropes and everything. But they traveled a long way to meet with me. I can't just blow them off. We'll handle this first thing tomorrow, I promise. But too bad I have work tomorrow. I would have liked to talk a bit longer. Oh well, at least now I'm ready for that symposium thing. Oh, my cell phone. Derek, where are you? The patient's in critical condition. Get back here right now! What? The taxi, take me to Hope Hospital and step on it. Angie? A tumor metastasized behind his lungs, which then began swelling. It continued fester until 30 minutes ago, with the trooper upwards. The patient is in shock and suffering acute peritonitis. The other doctors are operating on him as we speak. Follow me, Dr. Styles. You need to suck out quick. It's just of your carelessness. Ah! Hold on, let me grab a soda.
I understand you didn't have much information to base a decision on, and I do admit that the tumor was difficult to see from the x-ray. However, the laboratory left you several memos about the patient. I understand they're pointing out his extremely high readings. More than that, you dumped your responsibilities onto a nurse immediately, following a very delicate operation.
I mean... Miss Thompson, what are you... Please excuse me for interrupting, Dr. Hoffman. I understand this is a little rude, but I have something to say.
What is it?
It's about the negligent attitude of Mr. Styles displayed thus far. I warned him about this patient at least 3 times, but he said that they were important personal matters he had to take care of. Then he just walked out without another word. Mr. Styles, maybe he didn't harm the patient directly, but how can I work under a doctor who doesn't even try to act like one? It doesn't matter how small or groundless suspicion might be. The patients are depending on you to take care of them. Why did you become a doctor? Do you even know? You don't deserve to be here. You're not a real doctor. I really screwed up. I ignored a patient. I was trying my best.
I didn't think it was anything serious. But a patient almost died. It was all my fault. Being called Dr. Styles doesn't make me a good doctor. What was I thinking? I'm no doctor. Not if I keep making mistakes like that. No, looks like rain. Hurry up, you two. We need to get to all the displays inside. Rain. Maybe that'll help me calm down. I couldn't make things any worse. Sir, it looks like you're completely soaked. Did you come from a hospital? You might want to head back pretty soon. They don't want me there. I'm apparently useless as a doctor. Hey, yeah, it's me. You're never gonna believe what I just saw. Huh? Well, you can guess if you want. Nope, it's even better. There was this crazy accident on Walnut between a truck and an SUV. It was nuts. The drivers flew into the street and... no, it really happened. An accident on Walnut? They're going to be taken to our trauma ward, but Dr. Cass was out of town. And there aren't any emergency doctors on call. Life or Death, Chapter 8. I was right. Then there's no time to lose. Where are the accident victims, Angie? Dr. Styles. The patient here suffered cardiac accident. I couldn't resuscitate him. The other nurses are busy and Dr. Cass are gone. I can't. What am I supposed to do? The patient's going to die, but I can't even. Calm down, Angie. Take me to the OR. Okay. Name: Omar Flynn. Height: 62.2 inches. Weight: 94.9 pounds. Patient suffered a cardiac arrest as a result of a car accident. Multiple lacerations on the epithelium and problems in the abdomen. What's the situation? The ambulance brought him here as soon as they could. His heart isn't beating. I tried reviving him, but... Angie. What do I do? I need help. Angie! Dr. Styles. The only person here who needs help is the patient. And we're the ones who are going to help him. It's up to us and only us. We are going to save him. I can't do this without you, Angie. I want to save his life. Pretend this is a normal procedure. Calm down. Think things through. First, we need a pulse. We have to get a pulse. Understood. We'll save this patient. Let's begin the operation. It feels so much better doing voicing when it's just my voice.
Vitals are critical.
It's fine, like we have to do something. We need to recover this pulse. Let me explain how to use the defibrillator. First, move the paddles toward the patient. Now explain how to release the shock paddles. Set green area voltage. Activate shock when it reaches that area. Got it. Crap. Oh, I'm missing. There we go. Vitals are below 3. It's not clear yet. Sounds like more like the Angie I know. Of course we are. Understood.
Proceed as normal.
Hold on. All right, there we go. External words happen here. Let me move the microphone closer. Also, a bot got shot. Bleeding seems to have stopped, but trials of a drug pass. He suffered a lot of damage to his chest. What else could it be? Prefer lobectomy. No, you can't! Don't take this the wrong way. I don't think you have the skill to treat it like this. We recovered his pulse, so maybe we should wait for Dr. Castle's help. No, the longer we wait, the lower his chances of survival. I don't know what to do! Either way, I won't blame you. This is your decision.
I believe in you.
I can't get him over 30. Easy now. Easy does it.
He suffered cardiac. Got it. Directly on his heart. Come on. Stick with me. Where's boss? What? How could something like that be launched a pericardium? Please extract it, but be careful. Got it. I think he's going to make it.
What?
This can't be happening. This is bad.
Don't die.
Damn it, don't die on me.
I won't let him die.
What?
What just happened?
He searched the myocardium in a split second. I think we're finished. Let's close him up. I could feel him slipping away. I was so scared, Doctor. I froze and all I could think about was running away. But you didn't worry at all. You stood your ground and did what had to be done. You are a real doctor.
Well done, Dr. Stiles.
Thank you, Dr. Stiles. The power of autism saved the day. I can't. Hello, Rebel Nut. That was perfect. That was perfect timing. I've never heard anyone refer to the healing touch as on the power of autism. I should have known, but oh. Well, I've never felt the way before. I think I'm starting to understand. His condition stabilized for now. Let's keep an eye on him. Yes, Doctor. We need to contact the other doctors and... I'm way ahead of you. Most of the off-duty staff have agreed to come in. I also called Dr. Castle. Good work. Thank you. You should get some rest. We were in surgery for a long time. Yeah, if it's okay with you, I think I'll do that. Angie? Yes? Everything you said this morning was true. But I'm going to stay here as a doctor. I'm going to try harder. I'll become a better surgeon and make you proud. If that's the case, stop coming into work late and don't leave without doing your paperwork. I'll do my best. And there's one other thing. Huh? Please try to be more presentable. I shouldn't have to worry about being embarrassed to work with you. I'll be more careful. Okay, I'm taking a nap. Wake me if anything changes. I understand. Have a good rest, Dr. Stiles. Act 2, Chapter 1. Z, Chapter 1. Let's do Z chapters. Z 1 from overseas. St. Francis Hospital, conference room. The patient, Alan Chambers, is suffering a fracture in his right forearm. He was rushed here as soon as the injury occurred, thanks to a nurse who witnessed it. Judging by the x-ray, this one could give us some trouble. But I'm sure Dr. Weaver will be able to fix him up good as new. I appreciate the confidence, but you know, this is no big deal. I haven't let a patient down yet, have I? Nozomi Weaver, age 29, a Japanese surgeon who came to America on an exchange program. Since transferring from her original hospital in Okinawa, she's gained quite a reputation. Alan Chambers, isn't he a famous screenwriter? Think it's the same guy? It would certainly explain the media circus gathering outside. Hey, maybe they want to interview us. Or Dr. Weaver, anyway. She's probably the most photogenic doctor here. I definitely don't need that kind of attention. If they're looking for a press conference, the head surgeon is welcome to take my place. You're too modest, Dr. Weaver. She's really put our hospital on the map, though. We have patients coming from all over. I'd say that exchange program was the best thing to happen to St. Francis. I'm surprised your hospital was willing to let you go, Doctor. You're giving me too much credit. I haven't even been here for a full year. We're getting a little sidetracked, I think. Let's proceed with the operation. Good luck, Dr. Weaver. Now I just need to avoid unnecessary media attention. I still can't believe they want me operating out in the open like this. Think they learned their lesson in Okinawa. Alan Chambers, height 75.3 inches, weight 203.5 pounds. Fracture in his... There's a fracture in patient's radius bone. There also seems to be internal hemorrhaging. Treat bleeding, then rebuild the broken bone. Let's see. Time of dictation, 3:48 p.m. The patient's name is Alan Chambers. He has a serious fracture in his right arm. As for the x-ray results, fragments of the bone seem to be scattered, and I see hemorrhaging. That said, I will be approaching this operation with 3 objectives. Collect fragments of his radius and ulna, set the radius properly for healing, return the fragments to the original location, and rebuild the patient's radius and ulna. I anticipate a smooth procedure.
Starting the operation.
It's time to get started.
Let's begin.
Got it. Slice. Careful. Lots of bleeding.
Next, leave it to me.
Yoink. 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 Give me the bones.
Wait a minute.
That's just... Whoop. Whoop. Whoops. Got it. Ignore the fact it took me more than 3 tries to do that. This can go... here? Oh, wait. That goes there. This goes... there. That can go there. This one here. Stabbed a patient with their own bones. It was more like I was breaking it. Something isn't right. I thought I found all the fragments, but the radius isn't connected properly. Probably so I haven't found yet. Oh, if I use it, I should be able to find it. There it is.
Good. Done.
I was trying to move bone into other bone. Just slowly breaking into place.
Operation complete.
You know what? Why couldn't I have been allowed to grab the bone and just put it completely the other direction? Give him new arms. Give him T-Rex arms. St. Francis Hospital, conference room. Another amazing operation, Dr. River. I think we all learned a thing or two. Ha ha! Well then, if you excuse me. See you tomorrow. Interesting. I always thought American doctors were more concerned about golf than their patients. But everyone here is so kind. They accept me as one of their own immediately. Only because they don't know the truth. A phone call. Oh, it's them. This is Weaver. A procedure on Sunday. It's kind of sudden, don't you think? Not that I can refuse or anything. Yeah, I'll be there. Or chapter 2, page 1. Act 2, chapter 1. Or chapter 2, episode 1. Yeah. What the heck happened during my last operation? It almost felt like time was slowing down. Am I losing it? I knew exactly what needed to be done, but I'm not sure how I knew that. Now I'm just talking in circles. I need to sit down and figure. Derek, pay attention. I mean, I was. Stop daydreaming and start taking your job seriously. I'm sorry. We need to have a meeting about Mr. Pratt's operation. Angie, can you handle prep for that? Yes, of course, Doctor. Jesse Pratt. Height, 70 inches. Weight, 142.7 pounds. Multiple thrombi present due to waist blockage. Immediate removal is required to prevent further complications. Let's go over the procedure for Mr. Pratt's operation. He's been suffering dizziness and nausea lately. Tests show that waste accumulated in his spleen and are not blocking blood vessels there. Today's objective is to remove the buildup of thrombi. The contrast medium was administered 30 minutes ago in IV. Because of that, you should be able to find the waste material using ultrasound. Once it shows a shadow, try clipping near that area with the forceps. It should stop moving. Make your incision, then drain the area. It's a sensitive operation. You will need to make proper use of magnification. Remember, the objective is remove all thrombi in the vessels. That is all. If further waste blockage occurs, the patient's vitals will drop. Remember to stay calm and keep it steady.
Let's begin the operation.
Let's begin.
These feedings aren't too good. Treat the spleen. Got it. Open up.
Doctor. Doctor. There. Then forceps. Drain the area. Proceed as norm. Treatment complete. Doctor!
Oh no.
Concentrate.
Woo! Okay. Superpower engaged. Let me just grab these guys.
Amazing.
Doctor, what just... No therapy detected. Treatment is complete. The hell did you do?
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
Amazing work, Dr. Styles. That was impressive. I didn't even let a single thrombi hurt him. S rank. No, I should have the maximum rank. You might actually be a pretty good surgeon, Dr. Styles. Huh? You're practically a different person in there, just like yesterday. Come to think of it, it did kind of feel like I was someone else. If you were always focused in the OR, I wouldn't have to worry as much. So you worry about me? I definitely worry about your patients. Oh. Angie, I'd like to review the footage of today's operation. Of course, sir. I'll bring it to you later. If we're right, then we should be able to tell from watching the tape. Like you worry about me? No, you dumbass! Oh. Derek got shot down.
I called you here to warn you about something. Dr. Casimel tells me you may have shown potential for the healing touch.
Healing touch? You don't know? No.
Doctors with the healing touch can cure incurable diseases. They can even save patients who come within an inch of death. I don't know how long this gift has existed, but the Greeks believed such doctors were descendants of Asclepius.
You mean the god of medicine? Me?
Those with the healing touch have certain special qualities. The keenest judgment, unbreakable focus, and unmatched surgical skill. Have you not noticed any changes during your operations?
Well, sometimes it starts to feel like time is moving much more slowly than usual.
That must be a result of your extraordinary concentration. It definitely marks you as capable of the healing touch.
So I have all those powers?
You need to forget about them. Those things are unnecessary.
What? I gotta stop playing games that force me into other characters' voices, or stop doing voices entirely. Ugh.
If you pursue this, yes, you will become an unparalleled surgeon. But are you prepared for the pain that would bring you? Derek, a doctor's hands are heavy with a responsibility. Patients depend on us. They put their lives in those hands of ours. Can you imagine how heavy that burden would be with the healing touch? There aren't many doctors who can endure such a weight. I'm only telling you this for your own good. Forget about that power and be a normal doctor. You'll never be happy otherwise. For my own good. Think of it this way. Right now, you're standing at a large door knocking. If you continue to knock, that door will eventually open. But you can't also turn your back on it and it would stay closed. Why not take a vacation? Get your mind off of surgery for a while. But trust me, it's for your own good. I may have also been like losing my breath during the entirety of that, so he wasn't just like getting more exhausted speaking. That was me getting exhausted speaking. Cause I was like speaking at the tip of my tongue, and then I started going back into my throat when speaking. What's wrong, Derek? Shouldn't be checking on your patients. Dr. Castle, do you think I should stop trying to improve as a doctor? So you spoke with Hoffman. I was hoping the news about your abilities might motivate him to start operating again. Huh? Why would he do that? Back when the director was still operating on patients, he named that skill the healing touch and accepted its gifts. What? He has it too? But then something happened. He hasn't operated on anyone since. All because of one mistake. Can you imagine how heavy that burden would be with the healing touch? There aren't any doctors who can do such a weight. Sorry, I had to check something in the background. Can I really do it? Can I master the healing touch? Well, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not the one with your abilities. But I know that if you tend to use this power to help people, you need to take command of it. Take command? Yes, you can't be halfway with something like this. One simple mistake changed the doctor's entire life. He delved too far into something even he couldn't understand. I think you can learn a lot from the director's mistake. If you can't control this power, then it's going to cost you. So, do you think I can do it? Your skill seems to involve focus. So try to concentrate on that. Once you adjust, I'm sure you'll be able to make this decision for yourself. I can't fully understand the healing touch because I'm not you or Dr. Hoffman. In the end, nobody's going to be able to make this decision for you. Good luck, Derek. I need to focus on concentration. My dad always used to say I could never concentrate on anything. He told me to imagine one shape, like a star or a triangle, and focus on that. I'm pretty sure... Oh god, the repercussions are coming to me. I'm pretty sure he just made that up, but it definitely came in handy for exams. Maybe that could help now. I'll imagine a star. I just have to relax, focus, and concentrate. Personal training exercise. Gain focus and practice superhuman concentration for self-betterment. Okay, how should I do this? First, I'll just recall what happened during that operation. Now, I'll visualize a star. Concentrate, concentrate. Okay, I can do it.
The operation.
Beep beep. Healing touch. The power of Asclepius. I can do this. First, I'll recall the procedure. I'm looking at the patient. Let's see. I think I tense my index finger.
Concentrate.
Right. What else did I do with my hands? Tense up the other hand. It's hard to concentrate. Maybe if I draw a star in the air?
This is all wrong. One more time.
My eyes are burning. I need to keep at this, though. Okay, for real this time. Concentrate. Concentrate.
This is all wrong. One more time. That's it. This is all wrong.
There we go. This is it. Exactly like before. I have the healing touch. Maybe if I did, I give myself a headache. I think I'm getting the hang of it. I may be able to handle the healing touch after all. 4. Awakening. And from this moment on, I have access to... If I really need to get out of a situation, I have the healing touch now. I have the power of autism! I punched the microphone again. That concludes our meeting. Please review the information again on your own. We should just move on to the surgical conference now to save time. Those doctors involved, please stick around. Ugh. We're starting, Doctor. Dr. Styles, pay attention. Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I guess I didn't hear you. Is everything all right? You've been staring at that X-ray for a long time. I was just going over today's operation again in my mind. Anyway, let's get the conference started, huh? It's basic outlaw, Razy. At least I'm concentrating hard on something, I guess. Name, Mario Kovac. Height, 66.1 inches. Weight, 158.0 pounds. Multiple aneurysms have formed on the surface of the large intestine. Requires sedative treatment and suturing of affected vessels. Today's patient is Mr. Kovac, who was carried in this morning. He's currently not doing very well. Tests showed a number of aneurysms near his large intestine. Some of them have ruptured, and there's risk of anemia. We need to perform a laparotomy and get... laparotomy. Laparoscopy. Screw it, medical term. And get those aneurysms under control. The objective of this operation is treat the aneurysms on the outer membrane of the patient's large intestine. That should be all. First, inject a sedative into the swollen vessel to reduce its size. Excise the problem area and suture the vessel closed. You'll need to use magnification again to ensure your accuracy. Derek, concentrate on the patient. Don't worry about anything else. Okay, let's begin the operation.
Let's begin.
Anti-hypertensive. I think I got an inch in the back of my throat for after doing voices. I can't do it anymore. The antihypertensive is in fact, but the aneurysm could still burst. We need to hurry, Dr. Styles.
Doctor, be careful. Well done. Now's your chance. Doctor, then forceps. Good work.
He's got more in him.
Aha.
Just gotta remove the aneurysm.
Then forceps.
There should be another one. There should be more.
Doctor!
Don't let it grow to a large size.
Well done.
Gotta keep the aneurysms under control. Thank you. Thank you, Madre. Screw it, medical term.
This isn't good.
Hang in there.
Okay, just get each of them under control. Yeah, there we go. That's the one of the moments where you kind of do have to use it, because these things are pain to deal with. This is what I am. I'm the aneurysm. I've always been. It's incredible, but at the same time, it's a little frightening. If every doctor had that ability, what would the medical world be like? I'm sorry, let's close them up. How's the suture of the incision? Hold on. Get him above, wrap him up.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
Another operation complete. Great work, Dr. Styles. S rank, Master Surgeon.
So I understand you figured out how to control the healing touch. Make sure you don't rely on it too much. You need to develop your basic skills too. I know it won't be easy, but you didn't take this job because everything's going black. Derek, are you even listening? Derek, what's wrong?
Don't worry, I'm just gonna take a little nap on the floor here. Maybe Monica needs to go do the nurse's voices. She's not like she's not a valley girl actually. She's more like a very screechy. Forget about that pirate. But are
you prepared for the pain that would bring you?
I became a doctor so I could help people.
And if it cost you your life, you'd give up on your own happiness?
I don't know, but I do know that people need my help. And I want to help them. Where am I? It's the ceiling. What am I doing here? Dr. Styles! Angie, what happened?
After Mr. Kovac's surgery, you just collapsed. You've been asleep for 3 days.
3 days? What about my patients? I have operations scheduled.
Already taken care of, Derek. I called in the other doctors. But that's in the past. We need to discuss how you're going to proceed from here. Okay. Derek, I forbade you from using the healing touch like that.
But why would you?
That ability puts a tremendous amount of physical strain on your body. It's too risky. What if you collapse in the middle of the procedure?
But with how my healing touch, Mr. Kovac might have died.
Exactly. That's why you mustn't abandon the healing touch. I'd advise you to only use it when absolutely necessary. After all, you shouldn't be relying solely on the healing touch anyway. Developing your natural skills as a surgeon is far more important. We can't assume the healing touch was the only reason Kovac survived. If you want to help people, then focus on strengthening your natural abilities.
I understand.
Take it slowly. I'm sure the power inside you will find its way out. Become the best surgeon you can, and one day you'll inherit the full heritage of Asclepius.
Yes, sir! It's not that I'm having trouble speaking, it's because I had to switch from old man voice to Angie. And that forced like a weird tension on my throat. And it just, all it did was just make my throat itchy. Like I need to take my fingers and just kind of go in the inside of my throat. Doctor, an immediate patient was just carried in. And I think it's because I'm trying to do Angie's voice, but I'm reverting to trying to speak with her voice in the back of my throat than in the front of my mouth. Vitals at 60. CS at 300. She's in shock and losing blood fast.
Call the rest of the staff. We need to operate immediately. Angie, get the patient in the OR. Derek, you handle surgery.
I'm on it. Name, Linda Reed. Height, 69. Nice. 0.2 inches. Weight, 95.2 pounds. Several bleeding lacerations found in the right lung. Patient's vitals are unstable. Necessitating extreme caution. Necessitating extreme caution. I gotta stop playing games that read.
This patient's a 17-year-old female. Her case history is unknown.
We found massive bleeding in her thoracic cavity. Derek, you need to perform a lobectomy immediately. How did I get laparotomy wrong, but I was able to get lobectomy? Yeah, screw it, medical terms. This operation has one objective. Treat all injuries with... Need help! Stitch can't speak with her well. Treat all injuries within the thoracic cavity. We'll proceed from there. Drain the blood first if it's a large laceration. After that, use the forceps to close the area, then suture it. Just be sure to drain any blood before moving on with the operation. Hurry, Derek.
Started.
Begin the operation.
There isn't much time.
If you you sometimes have to I immediately stabs the patient in their sternum. I was gonna make a joke about how he had to balance the voices out by doing a Stitch voice, and then I stabbed the patient.
Doctor,
Small lacerations are taken care of, but she's not in the clear yet. We need to move on to the large laceration immediately. These are awful. Trying to suture them would be far too dangerous. Try to use forceps to close the wounds before you start suturing.
good work.
Bad? No, that wasn't bad. That was the best suturing I have ever done in my life. Those were her lungs. Those were not her kidneys.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
The operation was a success. Good work, Dr. Styles.
Did well, Derek.
Operation successful.
Wound did not reopen. Less than 2 hemorrhages. 6 cool earned. I'm a work. How dare you? That was the best work I've ever done in the history of any surgery. I'm an A-rank doctor. Screw you, game. Should have used the friggin' healing touch. Don't abandon it, he says. I'm gonna use it every operation now.
Weird. What did those injuries come from?
I don't know. It'll probably take some time to figure out. She'll be hospitalized for a few days, so let's try to keep an eye on her.
Did you notice those cuts along the girl's wrists?
Yeah, they looked recent. I'd say her real illness is deeper than we thought. If that's the case, I don't think we're finishing complications. Reasons why. Hope Hospital, room 201.
Get away. I never asked you to save me.
How can you tell what part of the body you're working on now? I can't see any anatomical landmarks at all. It was in the sternum, and there's 2 identical organs, or 2 semi-identical organs. It had to be the lungs. I almost called them the kidneys.
I never asked you to save me. Leave me alone.
Please calm down, Miss Reed. It's all right.
When I passed out, I could feel it. My chest was on fire. I was finally going to be free. Why did he bring me back? I didn't want to live.
Why would you want to die? You're still young. You have your whole
Life ahead of me? Yeah, there's something to look forward to, huh? How come everyone says that? My life sucks. I'm tired of all this pain. I'm not pretty enough to date the popular guys. I'm too fat. My mom called me a failure yesterday because I might not even graduate. Is that a life you'd want? I'm never going to be happy.
That all depends on
my attitude. What a joke. A positive outlook will just magically solve all my problems.
Well, maybe you should die!
There are patients here who have to fight just to breathe properly. Every day, someone dies after a long, painful struggle to hold on. I'm sorry we saved you. Go end your life for all I care.
Angie!
I know you did your best, Doctor, but I'm afraid it was a wasted effort.
Stop talking like that, Angie!
I have other things to attend to. I'm sorry you had to waste your time operating on me.
Helping someone is never a waste of time.
Just leave me alone. I don't blame that nurse for hating me too. I hate me too. I'm not going anywhere. You're still sick. What kind of surgeon are you then? I thought you fixed me. It's not that kind of sickness. The doctor's job is more than just a physical illnesses. Nurse Angie taught me that. When I was little, I had a cat named Tama. We were playing one day and he ran out into the street. I wasn't fast enough to do anything and a car hit him, and I blamed myself. I decided it was my fault Tama died. I really thought I had killed my cat. It was all I could think about. I told my mother I did a terrible thing, and I wanted to die. What happened then? She slapped me. Hard. Mom told me Tama would be ashamed of me, and that she was too. But she also said that I was the one who should be most ashamed of myself. She said that to you? Who do you grow up with, Linda? Huh? Do you have any siblings, or what about pets? Just my parents and my friends at school, I guess. Could you look at those people in the eye and tell them you wanted to die? No way, of course not. That's why I want to be left alone. Then hold this. A mirror? Look at that girl there and say, I want to die. I want? I couldn't do it either. Now tell her you're sorry. I think she deserves an apology. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Stop worrying about other people and start making that girl happy. Don't work hard in school for your mom's sake. Do it because you'll learn more and become a better person. Don't let other people decide whether or not you're happy. Find things you enjoy and do them. It might not make you popular, but you'll like yourself a lot more. And you aren't too fat. I've seen your charts, remember? Your mother sounds like a smart lady. Really? She could be pretty weird sometimes. But then she'd say, I may be weird, but I think all of the stories you'll have to tell one day. That's interesting. Yeah. Sorry, I guess I got a little carried away. Really though, she's great. I should let you rest now. I think I'm going to take a nap. That's a good idea. Sorry for talking so much. Next time I'll... Thank you. You're a good doctor. Chapter 8. Reconciliation. Woo! Time for a break. I'll go get us some coffee. Thanks. That's a great idea. I passed by Linda Reed's room on the way here, but... Is something wrong? Her parents were there. All three of them started crying and apologizing all at once. Seems like a lot more was going on than we thought. School, her father's job. Were you eavesdropping? Well, I was curious. I didn't hear anything worth dying over, though. Everyone worries about that stuff during high school, you know. I think we all handle our problems in different ways. But I'm glad to hear her family came to visit her. Surgeons aren't really equipped to heal psychological wounds. Don't sell yourself short. I can only try. Anyway, if her family knows about it, then they can help her. Yeah, I think she'll be fine. That girl's lucky she was brought to this hospital, though. Why? Well, this is only a rumor, but I hear there's a death doctor. A what doctor? Euthanasia. If that doctor had been treating her when she has to die... Death doctor, huh? I really can't understand why anyone would want to die. Please let me live. Please let me live. Derek, we've seen some strange results back on Linda Reed. Do they explain the bleeding in her lungs? I don't think it's directly, but they found extremely high levels of cyprohydrine in her blood. Close enough. What's that? It's a new antihistamine, doctor. They're usually used to treat allergies. I know what antihistamines do, but why didn't she tell us she was on medication?
Because she wasn't. Drugs involving cypropadrine are still in clinical trial. Also, our tests indicate 24 times the suggested dosage.
Side effects from overdose include headaches and emotional distress.
In extreme cases, the mood swings are serious enough to prompt suicide. That explains her death wish. It may have contributed, but I doubt that was the primary cause. Still, I've never heard of cypropadrine being synthesized within the body. Whatever is causing it might be the source of those lacerations. The doctor! What is it?
Reed's condition is getting worse. She's complaining about excruciating chest pain.
What?
It hurts.
Linda!
Doctor, I want to live. I want to live, doctor. Please.
Derek, we're operating now. Angie, alert the staff. Hurry. Name, Linda Reed. Height, 69. Nice. 0.2 inches. Weight, 95.2 pounds. Hemorrhaging lacerations have reformed in the right lung. Please conduct an investigation while performing hemostatic treatment. Her blood pressure is decreasing at a frightening rate. We suspect hemorrhaging in her lungs again. There has to be some explanation for why these lacerations are occurring. Until we figure out what that is, there's not a lot we can do. You should have two objectives during this operation. Treat any bleeding injuries within the thoracic cavity. Discover the source of lacerations. I'll be working as your assistant, so stay calm, Derek. No, she wants to live. I have to save her. Oh no, these symptoms don't add up. Derek, take extra care during this operation. Angie, keep your eyes on the monitors. Yep, those look like a set of lungs.
But how? We fixed it 3 days ago.
Derek, Miss Reed is still weak from her first lobectomy. Use the same treatment, but be careful.
Proceed as normal.
How far can we get her HP up? Alright, that should be good enough.
We treated the lacerations. What's the next step?
We need to close her up and have a close examination. Nice job, Derek. Suits his fist. What is that? What the hell is going on?
Doctor, try using the ultrasound.
There it is. What the hell? I've never seen anything like this.
Doctor, we have to get out with the patient. What if we try to incinerator her with the laser?
Angie, using laser was the right decision. Good thinking.
It can't be. More of them.
Found one.
They keep coming.
Where is it? There's one. I missed it. Oh, here's the big boy. Where is it? There it is.
Please be careful, Doctor.
That should be the last one. Let's close up.
Vitals dropping.
I know vitals are dropping. Hold on. I'm having a fight within a person's lungs. I went to med school, and they said I was going to go do normal surgery. Now I'm here fighting aliens in in some teenager's chest cavity. No one ever told me that was going to happen. Wrap her up.
Dr. Styles.
Yeah, Bishop, I know you'll be able to recover. Thank you, Dr. Styles.
Also can't like read what they're saying mid-surgery as I'm trying to not have the patient die on me. S rank. I'd like to remind everyone that the details of this operation should be considered strictly confidential. Bring Linda Reed's medical files to my office immediately. I will provide updates when appropriate. That's all for today.
Doctor, could that have been guilt?
How do you know about that?
I don't know much. It was mentioned in my father's research.
When did your father come across something like guilt?
Well, he was a researcher. Other than that, I don't really know.
Give me some time to examine the situation. Until then, don't mention guilt to anyone. Understand?
Yes, sir.
What the hell is guilt? Catechus. Catechus, or as I will still constantly refer to bother everyone who is medically inclined, Caduceus. So welcome to Caduceus. I'm here. Please come in. Pardon me, but why was I called to your office? Why don't I have a look at this examination report first? Who's this for? Linda Reed. What do these headings mean? I don't recognize them. Positive chiral reaction, guilt, positive spectral analysis G1R. Those tests are beyond our capabilities, so we enlisted help from an outside organization. In the last few years, a bizarre disease with varying symptoms has been reported in several isolated cases. The two things they had in common? Each victim's body turned against itself, and they all died. Because of that, we believe each subject was infected with guilt. Gangliated utrophin immunolatency toxin. That wasn't a toxin, that was an alien! Then you think Reed's illness was...
Exactly. Linda Reed is a guilt victim. I'm surprised you were able to treat her without the proper resources.
It was a difficult operation, but I wanted to save her.
Well, that decision may have changed your life. The organization we mentioned before has requested that you join them.
Why me?
Your healing touch ability allowed you to successfully cure a guilt victim.
What organization is this anyway? They're an arm of the World Health Organization that specializes in exterminating intractable diseases that threaten mankind. They're called Caduceus. Caduceus? I remember seeing them listed in essays on cancer and AIDS treatments. Aren't they the ones who eradicated TFTA influenza last year? Caduceus wants me? What are you going to do, Derek? You've been offered a chance to work at the forefront of modern medicine. Well, I mean, it's an honor, but it's also sudden. I'm not really sure what to do. I mean, it changed my whole life. You don't need to decide right away. Just remember that this is a choice, not an order.
The only reason I'm telling you this is because an old friend asked me to. To be honest, I'm against you joining Caduceus.
Why?
I don't think a research laboratory is the right environment for you. Didn't you say you wanted to help patients face to face?
That's true.
You should probably see this as well.
A letter? Kariaki, Sunday. Death is denied those who seek it, though it be their destiny. They search for it like treasure, but the modern age conceals it. What's this supposed to mean?
It arrived shortly after Linda Reed was hospitalized. We don't know who sent. Supposedly these letters arrive shortly before guilt does.
Huh? That means guilt doesn't occur naturally, which means it could be some kind of man-made virus. The World Health Organization is considering it terrorist activity.
What?
Someone is creating guilt and releasing it into society. We don't have any leads as to who or why, almost as if it's meant to confuse us. The UN even created a new term to describe it: medical terrorism. Caduceus is Caduceus is anticipating a large-scale guilt outbreak, and they need skilled doctors to be ready for it.
Hopefully now you see the stakes involved in this. Think it over. Don't make your decision lightly.
For the greater good! Hope Hospital, room 207.
Thank you so much, doctor. It hurt so badly, I thought I was a goner.
Well, appendicitis is a fairly common condition, but congratulations on your recovery, Mr. Sasano.
If my wife gets sick, I'll be sure you're the one operating on her.
Well, it'd probably be better if she didn't get sick at all.
I guess that's true.
Talking with patients is one of my favorite parts of the job. Can I really leave that behind? Derek, we'll be starting the operation briefing soon. Okay. Alyssa Chalk. Height 59.6 inches. Weight 100.4 pounds. Mitral prolapse and regurgitation. Since complications may arise, it is necessary to replace the valve with a synthetic one. Today you will be operating on Alyssa Chalk, who has been in our pediatric ward. She's a very young child with valvular heart disease. It was a tough decision, but her parents finally decided to go ahead with the procedure. There's only one main objective for this operation. Replace the valve in her heart with a synthetic one. You'll use a triple incision to excise the valve, cut 3 times. You'll need to be as cautious as possible. Understand? Technology has made a lot of situations much easier for us, but heart surgery will always rely on a skillful doctor. Angie, keep an eye on the oscillograph to aid Dr. Styles.
I understand.
Don't let the gravity of this operation intimidate. The conference is over. She's in your hands now, Derek.
Begin.
Let's begin!
The report details frequent occurrences of flight arrhythmia. Be ready for the unexpected, just in case.
Got it. Open up the child's heart.
What? Electrocardiogram is showing abnormality. You suffered ventricular fibrillation. Attempt to stop the convulsions. Wait, 2, 1, clear.
Vitals are critical.
Just fine lighting.
Come on!
Doctor,
Got it!
The good chance her heart will continue to go in convulsions. I'll stand by with the defibrillator in case we need to use it again.
Ugh.
If that happens, you need to recover her pulse as quickly as possible. The defibrillator may have high success rates, but allowing the heart to flatline repeatedly is obviously very dangerous for the patient. Make sure to revive her right away when that happens. Now continue the operation.
doctor,
But before that, we need to drain this blood.
Got it. Defib!
proceed as normal. Treatment complete.
I have, it's completely open. Stay with me, child! Clear! Clear! Stay with me!
Amazing.
You know, I know the game, they probably do put the defib unit on, like, the sides where the incision is, but I just like to think that they're putting the entire defib unit on the person's heart and just ka-chunk!
Poor girl. She's too young to go through something like this. Having someone cut up in your chest is so unnatural. But something in that little heart refused to give up. Maybe it sounds silly, but I keep thinking about it.
Work, Dr. Styles.
Human body is truly amazing.
Operation Specialist B. Is my daughter, will Alyssa be all right? The operation was a success. She'll need about 2 months to fully recover before she can go back to school. But after that, she'll be as good as new. That's good news. Oh, thank you so much, doctor. People are always worried about heart surgery, especially on children. But modern medicine allows us to treat such conditions with much greater success than 10, even just 5 years ago. Young patients like your daughter face very little risk of permanent physical damage. To be honest, I'm more worried about the psychological stress operations, like this might have on a small child. Please take good care of her during her recovery. Oh, of course. Alyssa, we love you so much. Modern medicine. I'm very sorry. Modern medicine just hasn't advanced enough to treat a disease like this. You have my condolences.
Mom, why are you crying? That's okay, right? He's gonna get better, right? But why isn't Dad get better? You can fix him. You just gotta. He's my dad.
I'm sorry, son. No doctor in the world could save your father from this. Things have come a long way. Dr. Hoffman, I'm going to accept the offer from Caduceus.
So you're willing to throw away your own happiness for this?
I know about what happened to you in the past. I know that having superior skills will only create more pressure to succeed. That everyone will expect me to have answers nobody else has. I'm sure those are valid concerns. And the path I've chosen will probably cause me a lot of pain. But I became a doctor so that nobody would have to die from an incurable disease. Not ever again. Diseases are painful, and losing someone to a disease is even more painful. It's hard for doctors to tell people that their loved ones can't be cured. I'm going to make sure they won't have to. Caduceus has already found ways to save thousands of people. If I can somehow help them find cures for incurable diseases, then I'll accept that responsibility. I'm joining Caduceus. And that is Act 3, Chapter 1. This is Act Z, Chapter 2, with Naomi. Old Brook Saint Hospital, OR. This one has a lot. I'm going to speak with this guy. This guy actually has a voice kind of similar to mine so they gave most of these characters voices in Trauma Team. His voice kind of sounds similar to mine. Just a little bit. This one has a tumor on his large intestine, so we need you to remove it. I should warn you that this particular tumor is very delicate. Be careful when you take it out. He contracted it during an early research stage, so I'm afraid it's rather advanced now. They don't think he has much chance of survival. Of course, it would be better not to lose him. This is why they wanted you to try. I'd ask what all this research was for, but I know I wouldn't get a real answer. 4 cases in the past month. It's just me or you guys having some trouble lately. These people aren't afraid to die. There's no need to waste their sympathy on the choices they made. Don't worry about me. Sympathy isn't an emotion I feel much anymore. Patients exist so that I can save them. It's as simple as that. Think you'll need to use the healing touch on this case? Would you even call me if it wasn't that serious? Without patients like this, I'd never be able to practice my true medical talents. Let's just get this over with. Bring him in. Name, guilt victim. Extraction of an unusual tumor present in large intestine. Patient's visuals may fluctuate abnormally. The anesthesia is proceeding well, so I should be able to start on schedule. Looks like I only have one true objective. Extract any tumors in patient's large intestine. Simple enough, though this can't be a normal tumor if they need to get me involved. I don't know what they've got inside him, so I'll need to keep an eye on those vitals. Of course, if anything goes wrong, I still have that to fall back on. Alright, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Going in! Then let's have a look at this tumor. What in the hell?
Next. Good. That's 2. Next.
Let's just get all those off.
What the?
Oh, come on. Just got it. So long as there's a tumor active. Grab it. Okay, I can leave that one alive because if I shoot that one, it'll just continue. So I gotta get them back to full HP. And then wait. There, did that do it?
Okay.
This power took away my life.
Come on.
That's the reason I'm here. So her power is not exactly a time stop, but it is like a healing juice. Oh, good. Well, more appear if I cut. Okay. Grab it.
Done.
There we go. Yeah, her thing keeps them alive by doing whatever actions you need to. And I guess a time stop. Or time slowdown. But I think hers actually is a... It's weaker. It's a weaker time slow than Derek's. Because it has the healing factor to it. So there's minor differences between everyone's healing touches. Operation C, Rookie Doctor. Damn it. Amazing as always. You can expect another glowing report. It's a shame someone with your skills can't practice them out in the open. Medical society just isn't ready for someone who can manipulate energy the way you do. Then again, how many people could there possibly be with special powers like that? You don't usually talk this much afterward. Pardon me, I didn't mean anything by it. No, it's fine. I'm just used to you being all business, that's what I meant. Let me know when you've transferred the payment to my account. Double checking, huh? You're as pragmatic as always. The girl has to make a living, doesn't she? Money's about the only thing that ability of mine is worth these days, depressing as it is. I understand. You'll be contacted as soon as the transaction is complete, but don't forget, we're the ones who transferred you to an American hospital when you lost your license. Without us, you wouldn't have a new name, you wouldn't have a new life, Dr. Kimishima. Trust me, nobody understands my position better than I do. You fixed my broken wheeze, and I'm willing to repay that favor, no matter what it costs. I know who my friends are. Glad to hear it. Well then, come with me. I'll be escorting you home, as always. Now we begin Act 3. Caduceus. New beginnings.
Today should be Derek's first day with Caduceus. Are you worried? I wouldn't say worried. We're down one doctor and one assistant. It won't be easy to operate with two of our best people gone.
Derek has potential, but he's far from perfect. I was about to send him to Caduceus without an assistant he's comfortable with. Besides, Caduceus is supposed to help us find replacement staff.
I see. Still, I didn't expect Styles to be the selfless humanitarian type.
Do you think he'll be able to handle the pressure?
I suppose we'll find out.
He's going to be surprised. I didn't get to tell him about Sydney. I always loved Caduceus's music. An international organization seeking to eradicate disease. Caduceus USA is the American branch. There are additional branches in Europe and Japan. The US branch specializes in researching anti-infection measures. It was originally established in 1980 as a top-secret offshoot of HHS, the Department of Health and Human Services, Once the organization went international, the central agency was renamed to Caduceus USA. They are authorized to act on their own, outside of government protocols. Derek Stiles, you may come in now. Hello? Huh? Welcome to Caduceus USA, Derek. It's nice to meet you. I'm Sydney Castle, the director of U.S. operations. My brother's told me a lot about you. I'm glad you decided to accept our offer. Sydney Castle, age 35, chief director of Caduceus. He dedicated his life to the study of the clinical medicine after his wife died of a tragic illness. Oh yeah, I think Dr. Castle mentioned having a brother. I mean, it was an honor to even be considered for this position. Angie Thompson, would you come in as well?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too. You're young, but I heard you're hardworking and sharp as a tack. I look forward to seeing what both of you can do here at Caduceus.
Thank you, sir. I'll do my best.
The Secretary of Health and Human Services should be here shortly. When I told him you were both coming today, he insisted on stopping by. He's in charge around here, so I'm sure you'll be seeing him a lot.
Right this way, Mr. Secretary.
Oh god, what voice did what voice did I give him? I give him like a Murloc voice, like,
Well, congratulations, Dr. Castle. I'm Richard Anderson. Well, perhaps it would be more appropriate to thank the both of you.
Richard Anderson, current Secretary of Health and Human Services. After a long career in politics, he became the executive director of Caduceus.
Thank you for accepting such a dangerous job. I'm told that operating on guilt puts the patient at risk too. And we still have no idea who's responsible for spreading it. But from what I hear about you two, you were up to the task. Scientific advances, DNA treatments, changing social environments. We live in challenging times, and it's our ability and responsibility to research and develop treatments that ensure the stability of world health. What this all means is, I'm pleased to have you both on board. I hope you do your best and do your work seriously.
Yes, sir.
What the hell did he say? I don't know. I didn't understand him either.
Caduceus USA, conference room. And this is Dr. Clarks, our resident surgical expert. No, I wouldn't say expert. There's always room for improvement. Stephen Clarks, age 42, Caduceus chief surgeon. He has a wife and 2 children. His kind demeanor has been a blessing and comfort to many patients.
Nice to meet you. I'm Stephen Clarks.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Clarks. This anesthesiologist, Dr. Myers. Oh god, I'm running out of voices to do. Oh no, okay. Oh god. I need to take a sip before I try and produce a voice here.
My name's Simon. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Yeah, I think I gave her the gruff voice. I think I'll try and make the other guy Scottish. Sybil Myers, a well-respected anesthesiologist specialist. She used to be a police officer, but left the force to practice medicine. She's intelligent and very spirited. She's kept her old nickname from the force, Iron Vixen.
You're from Mob Hospital, right? Isn't that Greg Castle's office?
Do you know him?
We went to med school together. He's helped me in a lot of ways. I'm actually the only person here who knew Sydney was his younger brother. Anyway, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask.
Of course, it's nice to meet you.
Some of our staff here aren't today, but you'll have to meet them later.
Think this will lighten our workload? Think this will lighten our workload? Doubt it. Have you taken a look at the list of incoming patients? Oh well.
Have you guys been working with a lot of patients here?
The public isn't aware of this yet, but we're on the verge of an outbreak.
Congress recently voted in favor of giving us a budget increase, but that won't be good enough. At any rate, we won't need you to start treating patients until tomorrow. So for today, let's get all that paperwork out of the way.
Sounds good.
Sheesh, who knew filling out employment forms could be so tiring?
It's pretty late.
Yeah. Hey, why'd you come to Caduceus anyways?
Does it matter?
Well, I was just curious why you decided to join too.
Dr. Castle recommended me.
That's not what I meant. Excuse me. Before, it seemed like you knew something about guilt, so does it have anything to do with your father's disappearance?
Not really. Caduceus has the newest technology and research material. I want to be here on the front line of modern medicine. The same as you wanted to become a master surgeon. I want to be a master assistant. That's all there really is to it.
I guess that makes sense. We'll work hard together. The potassium chloride's ready. So if we increase the sedative. Huh? Sounds like someone's on the phone.
Derek? Sorry, gotta run. Yeah, I'll get back to you, dude. No way.
Tyler?
No way, no way. You seriously work here now?
Tyler Chase, a surgeon at Caduceus. He went to med school with Derek. Tyler's very optimistic and tries to keep everyone in a good mood. Yeah, I started today.
I must say, it's a very pleasure to meet your gorgeous assistant.
My name is Angie Thompson. Nice to meet you.
Man, I heard him new guy's name was Styles, but this rocks. I think you're adventurous enough to join Caduceus. And I mean, you weren't exactly an average student, man. But everyone here's been hyping you up as a skilled surgeon.
What? Nobody told me anything about that. I don't want people expecting too much from me right away.
Well, you have a pretty good track record so far, Dr. Styles. People can change the line through years, you know.
What about you? You're probably one of the top 5 in our class.
I guess you can see for yourself, hmm? Good luck, man. We all throw you a party some. See ya.
I can't believe Tyler works here. Oh, sorry. Tyler's a friend of mine from med school.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out.
He was the professor's favorite, so I guess he'd assumed he'd still be taking classes. Potassium chloride, huh? Wonder if he's doing animal testing. Chapter 2. Guilt. Oh. Several guilt victims are currently hospitalized here at Caduceus. We obviously need to treat them ASAP, but we don't know how. So at the moment, we're trying to slow down disease's progression. I had a lot of trouble operating on guilt as well. Today's patient is similar to your previous experiment with guilt. I watched the video footage of your surgery at Hope, but you moved so quickly I couldn't tell what was going on. I'm looking forward to seeing you in action today.
Let's see what you got, buddy.
I don't need any more pressure, thanks. Dr. Miles will handle the anesthesia.
No problem. Miles is a tough chick, Derek. If you screw this up, don't expect her to ever work with you again. Stop trying to scare the newbie, Chase. This is a difficult operation and we don't have any room for mistakes. Just do your best, kid.
You got it. Jack Rays. 71.3 inches. Weight, 152.8 pounds. Positive chiral reaction. Kyriaki bodies detected. Immediate removal is required to prevent further complications. I'll be briefing you on the procedures for this operation. Today's patient is a guilt victim who was brought here 3 days ago. Derek, you've actually operated on this exact strain already. It was called Kyriaki, wasn't it? Correct. This guilt hides inside organs while attacking the tissue. Removing it, however, should be just like removing any parasite. We wanted a simple case to evaluate your abilities. There's only one objective in this procedure. Remove the Kyriaki. I'll leave the exact details of the operation to your discretion. Show us your talent, Dr. Styles. Yes, sir.
Let's begin the operation.
Now, I get back into fighting guilt.
It's the same strain of guilt that Linda Reed at the hospital contracted. Let's begin.
Doctor,
The Kyriaki causing these lacerations.
Remove the ones that are easily removable, aka anything that isn't large as hell. Keep my hand steady. Wish I got the right ones.
we've located the guilt.
Where is it? There it is.
Amazing.
There should be 2 more.
They keep coming.
The last one shouldn't spawn until I remove that last one, so I can heal up. Treating this like an RPG. Alright, here's the big one. My hand. I'm using my like left hand to steady my my right. There we are.
You're testing for chirality?
Reggie, that's very observant. Guilt creates cells with an unnatural chirality. Using the Chiron test, we can detect the specific wavelength they emit. So far, that's the only reliable distinguished guilt. Remind me to give you the Chiron test equipment later. Sorry, waste all the time, Derek. Finish by suturing the incision. Excellent work. I can see why my brother recommended you. Yeah! Complete with 150. No mistakes. Specialist B. Unbelievable! He still got a lot to learn, but that was incredible. That was finished 30 minutes earlier than we estimated. Hopefully the patient will recover quickly as well. It looks like times have changed. Alright. Darkness within. Hey Tyler, you around? What could he be? I didn't think he had any patients today. Huh? Is this a new thesis? I guess he still finds time for academics after all. Netherlands, Utrecht, euthanasia. Why would he keep a euthanasia in his files? Well, there's a letter. Thank you, doctor. Because of you, my husband finally found peace. What the? We'll bring that up at the next conference then. Crap, he's coming back. Where do I put these? Hey, what's happening, Derek? Do you still need help with something? I was just coming in to ask you about something. It was all right. Medication for the guilt patients. Post-op medication? As far as I know, there hasn't been any. Oh, well, okay. If you don't know, then I'll just ask. Sorry to bother you. See you later, okay? Wait, Derek. I've been meaning to show you something. You would have found out about it sooner or later anyway. What? I swear I didn't. Follow me. Recover ward, room 305.
Hey, Tyler.
How you doing, Amy?
Not so good.
Oh, that sucks. Sorry I made you get up. Derek, this is my sister, Amy. She's been hospitalized here for 2 years. You mean she's infected with guilt? Yeah. Amy's condition is the reason I came here in the first place. Amy, this is Derek Styles. He's an old friend of mine. He's gonna be treating you, so go easy on him, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Did you come to examine her again, Dr. Chase?
Leslie Sears, age 26, one of the many nurses on staff at Caduceus. She currently looks after several guilt patients, including Amy Chase. Nah, I just came to see how my little sis was holding up.
Oh, I see. Amy hasn't been doing well during her homework lately. I was actually hoping you could talk to her about that. It's so boring!
Sis, if you slack off, then you'll end dumb like your big brother. You want to know people how smart you are, don't you? Think about it, okay? Anyway, big bro's gotta run, but I'll visit you again tomorrow. You must be going through a lot, Tyler. Yeah, I guess it's payback for what I've been doing, huh? Huh? Look, dude, I know you saw my paper and that letter. I've been practicing euthanasia ever since I graduated. That's my deep dark secret. I heard rumors, but I never thought the death doctor could be someone like you. Why would you do that? One of the professors I had met before we met died of cancer. It's already too late when they found it. Professor Bonka told him that himself. All he had to do left to look forward were a few weeks of suffering and painful treatments.
Good people shouldn't have to go through pain like that before they die. So I gave them the gift of painless death. But that's... Of course, people would prefer to live. It's only natural. But if everything causes pain, there's no chance of recovery. Then are you really living? No, you're just sticking around so other people don't feel bad.
That isn't true.
I know it's naive. But there might be some consequences when I start doing it. You probably think it's just suicide or worse, murder. But things are different now. I have to be there for Amy.
He went southern for a bit there. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do a surfer voice, but southern kicks in whenever I try to use surfer.
If you're going to me, at least wait until Amy's gone, okay?
You aren't doing that to Amy. I won't let you. Something precious. I haven't perfected a surfer dude voice.
Doctor, quickly. Amy's condition is getting worse. Her vitals are dropping and she's losing consciousness.
What? Everyone, prepare for surgery. Angie, bring in the patient.
Yeehaw!
I'll meet you in the OR. Hey, for Scotland.
Yes, sir.
Tyler, this is an emergency. Come on, hurry.
You can't operate on her.
I have to.
Have you seen the PET results? The guilt's already migrating. The respiratory system is in trouble, and her digestive tract is next.
What are we supposed to do? Are you just going to let her die?
Do you have any idea how many things we tried? Dr. Clark's gonna help, and he's the best there is. All he could do was thin out some of the tumors. I watched her get weaker day by day. Amy doesn't have a lot of time left. What are we supposed to do? I tell you, we're supposed to leave her alone so she doesn't have to suffer. You really think cutting her open again is gonna do anything?
So what? You want us to watch guilt tear her apart?
You don't get it, man. She doesn't need to go through all this. It's gone.
I can't do surfer. I cannot do surfer, bro. It's either southern or hippie.
She doesn't need to go through all this suffering. Even if this operation helps, she might never open her eyes again. She'll just be connected to some machine, waiting to die. If that's the case, then I'd rather send her off myself.
You call yourself a doctor?
I may be brother before I'm a doctor. You think I'm going to watch my sister suffer just because that's my job? I don't care if I lose my license. We're talking about my sister.
What are you still doing here? Hurry up!
Dr. Clark's? We may not be able to operate. What? The guilt in her lungs? It moved a lot faster than we expected. And I'm afraid she's not strong enough to survive the surgery. I'm back. I'm at level 50 now and I'm doing my job quest. Nice. I think you, after level 50 for most classes, you should get, a lot of cool things. I can't remember what, Bard... I can't remember Bard. I know I have it at level 100. I just can't remember the cool things it does after level 50. What if we separate the operation into two procedures? No good. If we don't extract the guilt entirely, we'll be right back where we started.
Now do you get it, Derek? This is how it always works. I always knew it would come down to something like this.
I'll operate on her. She'll be okay if we can extract all of it, right?
Leave her alone, you bastard!
With the healing touch, it might be possible.
Tyler!
Amy!
Tyler, please do the operation.
I know you could hear us. Aren't you scared?
No, I'll be fine. I worked so hard to become a doctor. I'm going to try hard too. I'm glad that you're a good doctor.
I thought I was doing what was best for Amy, but I was just a coward. I even considered what she wanted. Derek, can you handle this operation for me? I don't deserve to touch her. Not with these hands.
I joined Caduceus so I could help people. What about you, Dr. Chase? Shouldn't we do everything we can if it might save a person's life? Yeah. Dr. Chase, please brief Dr. Styles on the Deftera strain of guilt. Yeah, no problem. Hang in there, sis. We'll be right back. Amy Chase. Height, 54.2 inches. Weight, 70.4 pounds. Chiral reaction positive. Deftera bodies detected. Complete removal from the stomach and lungs is required. The Deftera basically tumor, a real gnarly one. It replicates the DNA while actively moving throughout the body. A tumor that moves? That's impossible. Well, to be fair, moving is kind of a bad way to describe it. It copies itself to other locations, so it just looks like it's moving. Basically, it keeps on replicating its DNA and creating new tumors.
That's horrible.
Good news, though, we might find just night node's weak point.
What is it?
Deftera comes in 2 flavors. We'll call them Type A and Type B. Type A's and Type B's like to eat each other when they meet up. But they're both equally strong, so they're just kind of still there. If they're not moving, they're just like any old tumor, right?
So after we drain the gout's tissue, we can just excise it.
Hopefully, I mean, this is all theoretical. One raw move and they multiply, so there's no room for trial and error.
Oh, I'm losing. I'm itchy throat again. It's like, if I don't have enough, like, if I don't drink, my throat dries out, and so the air kind of scratches everything. Give me a moment to lube up my throat. Even though this is like the final thing before I get into surgery.
It's not like we could safely do it and test the theory before trying it. But, like, you have the healing touch. I've seen you use it, man. It's amazing. If anyone can save Amy now, I know it's you. I don't need to tell you the objective of this operation, do I? Remove the guilt from the patient's stomach and lungs. That's all. Just save her, man. All that stuff I said before, just forget it. Please, Derek.
Give up.
I understand, Tyler. Honestly, if you like Bard,
There isn't much time.
I would recommend picking up Machinist at the earliest possible. I don't know. You should be able to have Machinist
Doctor,
when you enter, say,
proceed as normal.
Heaven's Word. It's a really fun class. I recommend it if you like Bard.
And the Deftera combined to form a tumor. Use the drain to remove them. That's the plan. Are you ready?
We've located the guilt. Doctor! Chiral reaction decreasing. Chiral reaction decreasing.
Remove the flavors. Oh, they're getting angry. Where's my...
Amazing.
Like, I'm trying to think... Hold on, let me say it. I'm trying to think of the best way to differentiate all the, range classes. Bard focuses on buffing the team. Machinist focuses on charging up a bar and then absolutely dumping damage onto the boss. And then Dancer is DDR. Dancer buffs their teammate and the team, but it's just DDR. I almost had that one. Come on.
Vitals dropping. Chiral reaction is negative.
Our reaction is negative.
Hold on, the child's dying. Okay, hold on. Let me get the... Machinist is selfish, but it's so cool of a class. The child! She's like 7 years old. With a giant gaping hole in her. Let's just close that up.
Amy should have a soon and painless recovery.
Derek, I owe you one, man. How can I ever repay for all you for all this? Suits up, man.
Oh, God. A rank. I remember my brother complaining about that, but I genuinely no. I mean, complaining in the fact that I was also being his controls, but like when you're using it one-handed, it's kind of easier to do. Don't play this game multiplayer. That's all I say. It makes it harder.
Derek, your decision, man. If you want to turn me in, do it. I'll resign. If that's what it takes, I don't care. I'm just glad Amy's okay. Thanks, Derek.
I want you to do me a favor.
Huh?
Re-edit that thesis you wrote and offer it to Caduceus.
You feeling okay, dude?
Tyler, you've always been good at writing detailed papers. Despite how you used research, your thesis was no exception. Eliminating pain and suffering, facing death, doctors and patients can both benefit from your research. Find a way to use that information to save people's lives. That's all I ask.
No problem. You got it, bro.
Oh, there you are. Amy's going to be awake soon.
Let's go check on her then. What do you think, big brother?
Hey, don't call me that.
So, if you want, I'm not going to end stream here. I'm just gonna take a moment to explain the games and how they line up. So there is 2 DS games, called Trauma Center Under the Knife. There's Trauma Center Under the Knife 1 and 2. Trauma Center Under the Knife 1 became Second Opinion, and Second Opinion had some additional storytelling at the end of what would be Trauma Center, or end of the Trauma Center Under the Knife. So there is additional story going on after. Trauma Center 2 Under the Knife, or Trauma Center Under the Knife 2, is a full sequel to Second Opinion and Under the Knife 1. And then Trauma Center New Blood is an entirely different story using the same elements, sharing the same universe. That game is also multiplayer. That game was designed for multiplayer. So some of the operations there are extremely hard. So Second Opinion is a remake, yes. Yeah, it is a remake of Under the Knife 1 with extended cut. And then New Blood is a different story in the same universe. And then Trauma Team is a sequel-ish. I say sequel-ish to Trauma Center Second Opinion and Under the Knife, because Trauma Team sort of happens after Trauma Center, and it features the same characters that we know. Well, it doesn't feature Derek Styles as a playable character. He does make a cameo at the very end, but Naomi is a playable character. She's one of the 6 doctors, so it is a sequel there. I now have a full set of Bard gear for ARR. Did you get your... Also, Pharaoh. If you can do me a favor... Titus, did you get your Bard gear? Or did you get your level 50 Tome gear? Because I was going to say, Pharaoh, if you can, teach Titus about the 50 Tome gear that they can get. If they don't already know. Just so they know, like, help them out and be like, hey, here's where this... Yeah, poetic tombstones, yeah. Like the, not Raza Hans, Mordona. It's called the Bard Set, it's level 50. So that's your class gear. Yeah, so... I should be playing the... so you got your class gear. There is a stronger gear set for level 50 that you can get that's mainly for... So there's gear sets that every class can share. In Mordona, you can get a super strong level 50 gear set for all of your ranged DPS. I can't get you the information on it now, but just know that exists. Excuse me, sir, you called for me?
This operation is amazing. Focus and concentration, simply unbelievable.
Is that the video of our guild procedure the other day? I can share it in Discord later. Good.
I had my secretary transferred to the HD DV media card. Watching this in slow motion actually feels quite a bit. Anyway, have a seat. There's an event I'd like you to attend.
Okay.
Hey, real fast. I need your signature for this.
Victor, we're in the middle of a meeting.
Yeah, this only takes a second.
Victor Nigel, age 26, head of the Caduceus Research Division. He's responsible for a lot of the organization's proprietary medical technology.
It's that proposal we went over yesterday. There are no changes. Huh? Who's the new guy?
This is Derek Stiles from Hope Hospital. He's hardly new. You need to get out of that laboratory more often.
Oh, he's that healing touch guy. I'm Victor from R&D. How's it going?
It's going well. Nice to meet you.
How's this, Victor?
Looks good to me. Okay, later.
Sorry, Victor doesn't concern himself with trivial constants like manners. I apologize for this interruption. Let's discuss your trip. Our international conference will be held in Angeles Bay this month. Topics will focus on the recent issue of medical terrorism. Dr. Stiles, I'd like you to attend as a representative of Caduceus USA. I'd also like to speak to you about the strains of guilt you've treated and the steps involved. Can you do that?
Well, I haven't been here for that long. I'm sure some of the others could do a better job.
We're also showing footage of your operations. I prefer that you were there to explain the procedures step by step. Dr. Myers will be going, so I'll ask her to translate for you as well. Have fun, Derek.
Angeles Bay Conference Center. Once again, that was Dr. Stiles speaking on behalf of Caduceus USA. I'm glad that's over. Thanks for your help, Dr. Myers.
No problem. I think the footage really got their attention. You gotta loosen up a little out there, though. You're not used to speaking up front of big groups like that, are you?
I'm usually too busy just helping patients. Even if I had the time for meetings, I'd probably just fall asleep. Okay, I also need to really... So once I'm done with the stream, if Pharaoh has done already, I will give you all the information you need for... one of us will give you all the information we need. I'm actually... I may not sound like it, but I'm actually really excited to help out someone and teach them, like, all the new things. Like, all the things about Final Fantasy. Because it's quite fun to just talk. I love talking about Final Fantasy. If you get me started and I start gushing, I won't be able to finish the game. so that's why that's why it's just kind of like I'm gonna play tomorrow, because I got riled up. You guys got me riled up to play Final Fantasy on stream. So yeah, that was my first presentation.
Yeah, a lot of doctors are that way, but you still make time to attend conferences. It's the only way to keep up with the latest technology, you know? Being a doctor is like being a lifelong student.
Dr. Cassie used to say the same thing. All doctors are students.
Good old Greg, huh? Now he was one hell of a speaker. He was confident, doing some jokes, never had stage fright. I remember staying up all night helping him make slides. Never mind, that's all in the past now, isn't it?
Sounds like you guys were close.
It wasn't like that. He was a great guy, so I always did what I could to help out.
Really?
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, that? I think they're starting up the next presentation. That concludes the disease treatment workshop. Next, we'll have an up-down fight against medical terrorism. Speaking on this topic is Langston Miller, director of Caduceus Europe.
I received this report a few hours ago. I hope it finds you well. As we all know, medical terrorism poses a serious threat to all the world's citizens. Reports of guilt have doubled in the past year alone. Unfortunately, the motivation behind this epidemic is still unknown.
My evil plan is working.
But we have unfortunately seen confirmation that the group responsible calls themselves Delphi. Delphi? The Greek oracle? The messages we've received from them have been cryptic, at best. Their philosophy and demands are still a mystery. Are they related to other terrorist cells? We don't have an answer. For all we know, they could be nothing more than a fanatical cult.
Mandark's. I cannot do Mandark's laugh. Mainly because I can't I'm trying to remember it, and I don't think I can just pull it off the top of my head.
But whoever they are, we know that they are hostile and organized. We believe that there may be additional clues hidden in the strange letters that arrive shortly, before each guild operation.
We received one of those at Hope Hospital.
Medicine has advanced quickly since the advent of genetic engineering. But as guilt has shown us, disease can evolve just as quickly. The ramifications of medical terrorism are grave indeed, and it's going to take our best minds to devise a way to stop it. Though we may finally have somewhere for them to stop looking. We've received news of an abandoned Delphi research from Saudi. It seems they entered a small African village, possibly by posing as the NPO. I'm afraid they're using townspeople to develop guilt. Bastards! The town was destroyed, and the facility has long since been abandoned. I'm sure there's something there that can lead us to Delphi. I propose that Caduceus send a research team to Africa. Supplies and manpower will need to be approved by each division. I hope to have everyone's sincere cooperation in this matter.
Chapter 6. An explosive patient. This is everyone's favorite mission. Because, man, talk about long speeches.
Well, a lot happened over the last year, so I was expecting that. I will not enjoy writing the summary report, though. Oh, lights!
What happened? What's going on here? Shutters are dropping. Is there a fire?
Your doctors and your terrorists are reckless. If you want to stay, maybe people could finally stop living on natural lives.
What the hell?
What is this thing? Don't touch it. It's a bomb. It's a bomb. Ah! Bunks. Come on, Simon. We have to get out of here. Damn it, there's no way out. We're gonna die. Somebody help us.
Sounds like it's over here. Follow me, Dr. Styles.
What? But that's where the bomb is.
Exactly.
What are you going to do? We have to run. There's nowhere to go but...
I told you to follow me. If we're going to die anyway, what difference does it make? Be a man.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to dismantle the bomb. I'll assist you.
What? I can't do that.
So you rather do nothing? Are you going to sit here and cry for help like everyone else? Screw that. If this doesn't work, at least we can say we tried.
I'm ready.
Give us some room. Set up a barricade with the desk and tables. Everyone take cover. Okay, Dr. Styles, there's no turning back now.
We gotta do surgery on a bomb. It's a bomb. Blindly cutting at it would be extremely bad. Cross your fingers and listen to Dr. Myers.
I think everyone's clear. Enough. Okay, you need to follow my instructions carefully. Got it?
Aren't you scared?
Of course. But why should a doctor be afraid? I'm sure you've been in worse situations than this. We hold the patient's lives in the palms of our hands, you know. One mistake and you watch them die. What could be more frightening than that?
I guess. You're really brave, Dr. Myers.
Ah, they don't call me the Iron Vixen for nothing.
That's what Tyler said. He comes up with some weird nicknames.
Actually, that started back in my days during the police force. I was in the crime lab, you know, even though I was just an office investigator. I was still stronger than all the guys.
So you were really are a police officer.
That's right. I did guy in all bomb squad. So trust me on this one.
Let's begin dismantling the bomb.
Ugh.
Ready to go?
I can't tell you how it's been constructed without opening the lid. Looks like there's 4 screws holding the lid. Scott, what you do, direct?
Right or left? That's one.
Okay, steady.
We only have one more.
Trying to do this with motion controls.
To the next one.
So much screws. Help me lift the cover. Be careful.
Derek,
Is this what I think it is?
Huh, can you recognize it?
Listen to me, Derek. These hexagonal panels can be destroyed with a surgical laser. But you cannot touch the panels that are lit up.
All the panels are lit up, aren't they?
If we can stabilize the voltage at a certain level, it should be more clear to you. Luckily, I think we can do just that.
I'm impressed, Dr. Myers. You must have learned a lot on force.
Let's just say criminal investigators have a strange lunchroom for conversations. If I remember correctly, it should be here. This is a voltage regulation device. By changing those plugs, you can adjust the voltage. I'd suggest using your forceps.
Okay.
toward yourself. Press it in. Good work.
I think that's the common.
Doing fine.
There we go. Let's take another look at those panels now.
Okay, let's get it
Not
done.
perfect, but we should be able to destroy those panels now. Are you ready?
Good work.
Ooh, okay, hold on. Steady now. I don't want to accidentally hit one that's moving. So easy does it. Also don't want to accidentally hit the core.
Almost there, Derek.
Okay. Alright, I need it to come over to me here. There we go.
Okay, the best of the time to butt. If we deactivate this, the bomb is useless. Use the laser to destroy it.
Hurry!
Boom! Phew, we should be safe now. Glad that's over. Talk about your bad patients, huh?
Did not approach miss limit. Rookie doctor.
I'm dizzy. I can't feel my hands. At least we're alive, right? It's better than 9 any day. Of course, I knew we'd be fine. It was just a bomb, no big deal. Yeah, eviction, huh? That nickname of yours is starting to make sense. The lights are coming back on. We should tell the others it's okay. Stop the bomb, everyone. It's all clear now. Thank God. I thought I was going to die. We're alive. Great job there, Styles. You definitely learned from Greg. Same to you, Dr. Myers. You're pretty tough.
Woohoo! We're alive?
Let's hear it for Dr. Styles! I believe we found the perfect candidate for the Africa mission.
Alright. That, I will call it there. Say, what forms do you have? Forms? Forms as in what? Like, oh, when you call the professor when you have lab coat. So, oh, that, so I don't have actual, like, toggles or anything to, like, do that yet, but, canonically, I've said that each time I switch a costume, it's, like, a different title I equip. So the current one you see with the shoulder pads, the gloves, and the armor and such is the instructor, or the monster girl instructor, or the monster instructor, depending on. With the lab coat, it's the professor. So the armor is for when I ever do videos about anything that's like monster hunting or monster girls or whatnot. The professor comes into play with anything scientific or like SCP type deals, like anything science based. I do have another form that I didn't talk about yet, where it's the same as the instructor, but it's no armor and just casual clothing. What would be the fancy skill? The instructor, the form you see currently. Anything fantasy is the armored version. Like, I have fantasy, modern day, and then scientific. Those are kind of like the three forms. Ow. I will definitely work with Muse later on when I actually have costumes and such. And I'll set up toggles for that, but for now I'm working with Muse to get just the base instructor done, because I'm still working with monster girls for a while now. But I will call it there. I will definitely continue the series at a later date. But for now, tomorrow, final day of the Donathon, I will play Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know when I want to start. Probably start like either maybe early morning, maybe late in the afternoon, depending on when everyone. I will post a Discord suggestion poll. But with that being said, yep. You can all, let me get the links for everything since I don't have stuff set up for YouTube yet. As always, for my you folks on YouTube, there is a Twitch link you can check out. Links will be in the description too, but if you're currently in chat and you haven't done this already, this is if anyone's lurking or whatnot. For my folks on Twitch, however, I have a Discord and I have a YouTube you can all check out. If you need anything from me and you need to find all my socials, I'm under the same name. Just find my little character's face. Let me get that Discord link into YouTube just real quick here. With that being said, I will see you all tomorrow. There will be a poll in the Discord. Stay safe, good luck, and good hunting, my rookies. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a nice night. Actually, hold on. If you're in the Twitch too, I'm going to see if I can raid into anyone. Ah, yes, I know exactly who to raid into. We are going to raid into someone who has raided us before, Vibes Ninja. So I will send you guys that way. They are currently playing a horror game. And hopefully our raid spooks them. So now I will see you all later. Bye.